So I've had like many really big downloads over the last month, 2 months almost, yeah, 3 months, like, whoa, rapid expansion. I'm having a lot of internal things happening. I'm going through my second big awakening. My first big awakening was about 3 years ago, and since then my whole entire life has changed. Now I feel like I'm going through a whole new form of awakening. I'm stepping into my oversoul. I'm remembering who I was before I came to the planet. I'm remembering who I've been in past lives. I'm remembering my intentions for this lifetime, why I came to the planet. Familiar. It's very familiar. More familiar than I ever could have imagined to be possible, because I spent like the first 19 years of my life not even thinking about anything other than this life. To think about anything bigger than this life didn't really occur to me. I mean, obviously I would have the occasional kind of thought, like the average person, but I never really gave it too much attention. I wanted to talk about my awakening, my process of stepping onto the spiritual path, because I haven't been on the spiritual path of my life. You know, I strayed, well, I forgot about it, I just kind of left it in the past. As I turned into a teenager, I became focused on other things, getting drunk, and there wasn't a spiritual connection, you know, school and stuff. And anyway, I wound up at 19 years old, 19 and a half. Pretty messed up, pretty confused, lost, unsure of what I was doing in life. Really depressed. I had anxiety. I didn't love myself. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I didn't really know who I was either. I think that was the problem. Like, I wasn't connected to myself. I didn't know how to connect to myself. I didn't know how to love myself. And I ended up pretty lost as a result. And then I started university. And at university, it got worse. It was an experience within itself. I was becoming much more sensitive. Unbeknown to me at the time, I was going through a spiritual awakening, a Kundalini awakening, I guess you could call it, where an alarm was going off inside of me. I kind of reached a brick wall where I was like, I can't go on in life anymore. I don't understand why I'm in this position, asking all these questions. Why do I feel sad? What can I do about it? And my thoughts, I was just having so many thoughts. My whole head was like so cluttered with thoughts, and 100 miles an hour, like the idea of meditating, I was like, no, I can't slow down that much. But I kept feeling a calling towards slowing down, towards exploring more about who I was. And there was this kind of just like a whole like huge contrast of energies like going off inside of me, thoughts and emotions and questions. And I think like when you ask questions, the universe answers them. Unbeknown to me at the time, but like known to me now, like that was the law of attraction going on. And then I also started going through a very physical awakening. Yeah, this is the Kundalini part. The thoughts and stuff, that was kind of a catalyst, helped, but it was all energetical, all to do with our astrological significance at the end of the day. And a physical awakening, I thought I was dying. I didn't know what a spiritual awakening was. Like, all of this stuff was completely alien to me. Christian background, I was pretty much atheist. Spiritual awakening was like, I didn't know what it was until about 6 months later. I thought I was dying. Like, I would go to bed at night and like my whole body would vibrate, and I had like the most unbelievably painful headaches. And yeah, my dreams, oh my god, my dreams were like apocalyptic, but like just on so many levels. The most intense dreams I've ever had. And then in December, I had a spiritual experience. My first ever kind of spiritual experience. And I didn't really believe it to be an experience. I thought, maybe it was just my imagination. And I just kind of put it to the back of my mind. Then, over the Christmas of 2013, I experienced a Kundalini activation when I was going to sleep. It kind of was the final explosion within me. And I went to bed that night, and my whole body vibrated in a way that I cannot even explain. It was like I was in sleep paralysis, but not quite. No, I was in sleep paralysis. And my whole body was like vibrating, and I saw like in like my third eye kind of like opened, and this kind of big rush of energy just like went up me, and I couldn't move apart from like just this vibration that was like going through my body. And then I just like went to sleep. I just kind of, I think I must have just blacked out or something. And then I woke up the next day, I was just like, whoa, so intense. And then like life kind of went back to normal a bit, but it did at the same time. Like, this big kind of thing happened. I think things had changed, but I didn't really know what. And after that, my life kind of changed, like steadily. I started to explore the spiritual path more. I started to look into angels. I started connecting with angels. There's a big kind of beginning of my journey was like angels and demons, where I was having like spiritual experiences.